Hello and welcome back. Today we're gonna watch a replay of basically when I was incredibly bored and decided to take the V-25 out for a spin. It is the Tier 2 German destroyer, and to make things a bit worse, I do have a 10-point captain on it. Which means that I can have the concealment expert and a detection of just 4.7 kilometers. And with the torpedo range of 6 kilometers, this is definitely a pretty nasty ship. Like I said, I was pretty bored, so with the weird spawn where most of my team spawned much closer to B and A, and me a bit to the side at C, I decided to why not just go into C myself and deal with what is here and let the rest of the team do whatever they want. The V-25 is not really a ship that I have played a lot. Since it's tier 2, it's very easy to get enough XP to advance. But when I unlocked the German special captain, which honestly is pretty crap, I put him on this ship, played one game and then forgot about it. But this day I decided to just take it out for a spin, see how it went. And, well, going down to tier 2, it is pretty disgusting. And to be fair, my seal clubbing did earn me a report, and I would say that I deserved it. Even though the beginning of this game is pretty slow. Not only am I alone up here, it does also look like the enemy team is only sending 2 ships here. So it's not really something that gonna be a lot of action early on. I sent some torps down to the Kolberg, but sadly all will miss. Send out some more and allow myself to be detected. Because I basically want him to continue the way he is. I am also smoking up, and that's because I want to try a bit of a trick where I want to make it look like I am moving straight north or possibly towards the west. But as smoke fades, I am turning around to hopefully get the Kolberg's broadside. Now, what I should probably have taken in consideration is that this is tier 2 and 3, and most people at this stage have no idea what they're doing. So trying to be all sneaky and trick people might not be as effective when they don't really know what to do anyway, so tricking them into doing something that they don't know they should be doing or shouldn't be doing is not really that helpful. And even though my trick happened to work on the Kolberg, I think it was mostly due to the fact that he just continued straight. And my prediction that he would stop or turn a bit was completely wrong, which means that I only hit him with 1 torpedo. Didn't manage to get a flooding though, because he had probably blown his repair before, or, which is also very possible, he doesn't even know that he has one. I'm facing the G101, which is the tier 3 German destroyer, and I am a bit hesitant to open up since I am at a clear disadvantage. But eventually I just start shooting, hoping he will be distracted by something else, and as it so happens, he is shooting at the Dursky, who managed to kill the Cobra that I torped earlier. Unfortunately, the enemy team did take the C cap, and they have taken A as well. But this enemy player is for some reason ignoring me, and it looks like trying to deal with the Dursky, which allows me to keep bringing his HP down. And obviously, I only have 3 guns, and at tier 2 are not very accurate. Eventually he smokes up, and I launch some torps in his general direction, hoping to hit him as I close the distance, see if I can kill him that way if the torps fail. A friendly smith is closing in, trying to help me out, but I will manage to kill the enemy destroyer with one of my torps. And here I am a bit overconfident and turn in, even though there's a very real chance that there would be enemy torps. Luckily they weren't, and I can finish capping and head down towards B. Now, like I said before, this start of the game, or first half of the game, whatever, is not that exciting. I took a lot of time to deal with the 2 ships here, mostly because I haven't really played this ship or any tier 2 in forever. So I wasn't entirely confident in its abilities, even though I know that the V-25 is a very, very strong ship, at least for its tier. Enemy V-25 is detected, moving up north from the B cap, and I can, together with the Smith, quite easily deal with him. I am perhaps a bit lucky because so far I've been completely ignored by all ships, and I can do a bit what I want and manage to get my 2nd kill. Another enemy destroyer is showing, the Valkyrie. And this is another typical example of where I overestimate the players because they are tier 2 and I expect them to be perhaps a bit more experienced. So he is actually smoking up but continuing to sail out of the smoke, and every time I think he will stop, but he doesn't, so I'm a bit off in everything I do, and even though I hit him a couple of times, I don't get the kill. The enemy is down to only 3 ships, battleships, but doesn't really matter much considering how many ships we have left. We're also taking the B cap, which means we will have all 3 of the caps. And this game is obviously already over, but now it's just a quest for more damage and more kills. And so far I've had a very easy time dealing with the few ships I have encountered. But of course, battleships at tier 3 are very juicy targets, and I attempt to close the distance on the Nassau, and hoping he will survive long enough for me to ambush him around the island he is about to sail behind. For now I am ignoring the Albert since he's sailing away from me, and I have really no way to torp him when he does that. But it looks very promising with the Nassau, and I am continuing to get closer, and as I'm close enough I start torping him and move behind the island so that he will not see me, and hopefully that will allow me to get enough hits to kill him. I do, however, prepare to launch some more torps in case he manages to survive it. But the torpedoes look very good, and as it turns out, it will be enough to kill him and earn a devastating strike. Only the Albert left, and at least compared to the other ships I've been shooting at, this one at least knows a tiny bit what he's doing. Because as you will see, he is turning into me, making it difficult to hit with my torpedoes. And I would have to spend time trying to circle around him and get some hits. In the end though, I will get this kill as well. 4th one. If I manage to get the destroyer as well, it would be a 5, but 4 is still not too bad. I will also end in 77,000 damage, which is a new tier 2 record. And with that, high caliber and Confederate, so a pretty seal clubbing here, but a fun game nonetheless. And just quickly the first result screen as well. 4 kills, Confederate, high caliber and 1 devastating strike, 9 torpedo hits, and about 77,000 damage, which at tier 2 is pretty good. Although, like I said, this made me feel very, very dirty, because I'm basically just going down to tier 2 and clubbing some seals. And looking at how they played is not really surprising, because they just ignored me and allowed me to do unspeakable things to them. So all in all things considered, pretty decent game, but also a very, very dirty game, and I should feel ashamed, and to some extent I do. But fun nonetheless, and I hope you enjoyed it a bit as well. And I will see you next time.